Over 100 choristers singing in the Gothic splendour of Bath Abbey in the annual Young People's Course, one of the Royal School of Church Music's most popular summer events, when singers from church choirs all over the UK and beyond come together for a week's music making. Many of them are working towards one of the RSCM singing awards, either bronze, silver or gold. The examination involves plenty of singing, but there's more to the exam than that. As well as questions testing musicianship and some ear test, there's another part, Section E, where candidates are asked about questions relating to the church, its life, the Bible, and aspects of its church services.
No, it's an important part of the exam. It really, it's not just about the singing, is it? It's about the whole experience.
The Bath course is a regular fixture for David Hoskins, who's been singing in church since the age of 6. When it comes to Section E, he doesn't think there's much to worry about.
Yeah, it's fairly easy if you're in church a lot, basically. If you're there quite a fair bit, then it'll all be in your brain, and you'll just have to basically work a way of organising it into sections. And then through that, you can pick bits out.
Many of the singers here are drawn not from cathedrals, but from parish churches large and small. Grace has just done the Silver Award. In her case, she made use of expertise at her local church, where help was at hand.
There was 8 of us that did our award together, so we did little workshops, and there was almost like a checklist of all the different things that we needed to know that helped us, and our choir director gave us that.
But what if you're not a regular churchgoer, and what if you don't have an expert choir director to give support? Help is available from the RSCM.
One of the very useful things that you can do is to get your hands on a copy of this, the Voice for Life Chorister's Companion. It's a terrific resource full of musical reference, but also full of reference on the Section E stuff that we're talking about here. So there's information on the church's building, the church's year, and the church's services. It's absolutely full of most of the information that you'll need for the RSCM Awards. In addition, we've put together a whole load of videos about Section E and offering training for those. And obviously, the RSCM ourselves are here to provide support and to answer questions.
Back in Bath Abbey, and with some organ practice going on in the background, David explains there's plenty you can do yourself.
Well, I made sure that I got lots of information prepared. I spoke with my director of music and also my local vicar as well, who was very keen to sort of add his bit to it at the time, and made sure that I had sort of everything committed to memory so that I sort of give my answers nice and clearly.
This was the sort of give answers in 30 seconds or whatever, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah, I sort of wanted to be nice and sharp and not get stuck on answers.
The syllabus asks for a short statement. In reality, that's probably only about 3 sentences. But the examiner's actually looking to assess your overall understanding of what you're talking about. So be prepared for some supplementary questions as the examiner looks to give you the opportunity to get all of your knowledge and understanding out. Do bring some background notes if they'll help, but obviously, if you've got all that information in your head, it's a lot more fluent and it's a lot easier for the examiner to really get a measure of what you know.
I made a couple of mistakes, as everyone always does, but I made sure I had some notes handy just in case, that sort of just answered the questions as quickly and as neatly as possible.
Any surprises?
A couple of surprises. I ended up not doing quite as well in the choir and context sections compared to the singing.
Okay, in which case, what advice would you give to those who are preparing for bronze and silver now, and specifically Section E?
Make sure you know your notes inside, at least inside and out, and have them committed to memory. You can have them with you in the exam, but you don't have to use them. And it's much preferred if you use it for your memory. You get a much better grade for it.
Section E is a significant part of the RSCM Awards, worth 20% of the total at bronze level and 15% at silver. All the syllabus details are on the RSCM website, along with hints and tips, including a guide as to what the examiners are looking for.
If you do associated board singing exams or Trinity singing exams, really those are looking at you as a singer. But RSCM Chorister Awards are looking at you as an entire chorister. So they're looking at the singing, they're looking at the understanding, the musical understanding and the understanding of the context of the choir and of the singing that we do and the music that we sing.
But it does help you to familiarise yourself with the sort of workings of the church and the service you're singing. It helps you to understand the format and what you're actually singing about.
The spoken word element, including about services and things like that, really kind of brings it back to what it's all about, why you're doing the things you are.